Hey YouTube, how's it going? Got another video. This is a how-to video on removing the racket pinion. There we go. I already started, got the wheel off. Here's the racket pinion right here. So you got to remove this bolt from right here. You got the tie rod, and then you got a couple bolts back there you got to remove. Let me see if I can get something to point at. Got the one right there, if you can see it, right there. So we gotta get that one off. I already removed the lines. I loosened the lines. You want to do that first. I believe that was is either a 17 or 18 to move that one, to move those two. They weren't that tight, so I didn't have to use any of the special brake line wrenches like this one here. I didn't have it. I was gonna have to probably go grab some. I don't know what happened to the one I had. It's missing. So I just used a regular, I believe it was an 18 or 17, and it came off, those two lines there. You want to remove the lines first, because the hard bolts, what I consider the hard bolts, are the ones that are holding the actual racket pinion. So if you remove the racket pinion and you just have those lines left, the racket pinion is going to be moving around and it won't be stable enough to move those lines. So loosen those first, and take each side, the left and the right side, off of the tie rod. So as you can see, I moved the one here already. So this one looks a little bent, and on this car it's having some issues. It wasn't an accident, and it looks like someone repaired. It's a sway bar, and it has this, I'm not sure what part that is. My bad, but I gotta figure out what that was. But you could tell it's all wavy. Someone tried to repair it and it just wasn't correct. So I'm gonna replace this, and I'm gonna replace the whole racket pinion. As you can see, the boot on the back is loose right there, and what's going on with this one is going off, it's pushing off to the right side as you're driving it. So you'll be driving it for a few minutes, and then it'll tend to just move on its own. So I believe this is the problem, but either way it has to be replaced. It was damaged, and the boot's fallen off already, so I'm hoping that's the issue. Also, it's got some popping going on as I'm turning. So one side was replaced, the driver's side strut was replaced, and the passenger side wasn't. So the popping seems like it's coming from the driver's side where it was replaced. So we'll figure it out that later. I'm thinking it could be the tension of the new one, possibly. We'll figure it out. It's one of those mystery problems that on a car, when you can't figure out what's going on yet. As you can see, there's some damage on this shield that protects. It's just like a splash guard, or it's a metal shield that protects the rotor. So it was damaged at one point, so it just needs to be fixed and repaired. But anyways, just trying to fix that for now. And this is a how-to video on how to replace the racket pinion. So I got to get to those bolts, and then also you want to remove the bolts from the bolt from the steering column, and you're gonna have to access that from here. You're gonna have to pull back the carpet, and there's a bolt there. Let's see, it's probably better. So you can see the bolt is right there. I'm pointing out, it's right there. So this bolt needs to be removed, and then I'll be able to open that up and then loosen that rack pinion. It's connected to the steering column, and then hopefully that should be able to come loose. I'm hoping I don't have to drop the what's it, the frame support. So the frame support is bolted right here. There's a bolt right here. It's bolted to the frame, and I'm hoping I don't have to drop it to slip this out. I'm hoping maybe it'll be able to slip out from there. We'll see, we'll find out. If anything, if I do, I might have to just drop it down some so it can slide right out, but I'll get to that point. All right, just wanted to show you guys what's going on. And this is on a Dodge, I'm not sure if it's an Avenger, what is it, a Dodge Journey. There we go. So it's on a Dodge Journey. So it's another video to show you guys what's going on and how to fix that, to repair that. And as you can see the access right there. Well, I'm not sure access from there. I doubt you get any access from there, but maybe moving this boot here, probably can get from there. If not, from the bottom. I'll see. Do a little bit. You know what? I might be able to access that bolt from here. That one right there. There's probably another one on the other side. I don't think I'll be able to access it from the passenger side, but there's a couple ways to access that bolt. Be underneath the car itself. Yeah, there's another one back here. There's this shield right here. There's this tin shield that needs to be removed. There's some 10 millimeters holding it, and then there's a tornillo back on the other side. There's a bolt, and I believe that one will loosen the racket pinion. All right, I'll get right back to you guys. All right, so it looks like it's a half. I went ahead and loosened with the half, and now I got this other one there, just like this. This will work with. This is a half as well, but since it's a tight spot, this is gonna help. Get that in there. So here we go. Right there. Can you guys even see? Not really. All right. See, this is why it takes longer to make a video, because you could barely fit in here in the camera. You're trying to get the camera in there, you guys can see what I'm seeing. Hold on, give me a minute. Let me try something else. I'll put this GoPro on my head, so let's see if this works. Hope you guys can see. If I need my other hands, I could get this tool in. This is a tight spot. one. Let me see. Yes, I have. Freaking kidding me. Let me see. That one fits. It's already loose. Let's see. Get it with my hand. Wrong side. It's coming loose, but this plastic piece is in the way. Let's see, someone looks like it broke. I don't know if you guys can see. Somebody put this. I think you guys are just looking at the. I think you guys are looking at this panel. I hope you guys can see. If not, I'm just wasting memory. The card. See, so look at this thing. It just had a tornillo hole in there. It was cracked. My God. My shit was in my way though. Get my hand in there. I'm just getting aggravated because my connection to my Bluetooth. I got my headphones on. Keeps disconnecting. It's getting annoying. It's just weather. It's windy. I'm connected to the Wi-Fi, but I don't want to burn my data. So it's coming out. I don't know if you guys can see it. There it is. We got it. I use my phone so I can see the angle of the camera. So, that off. I'm going to mark the shaft. Let me see. It's dark in here. There we go. Light in there. There we go. I'm gonna, if you guys can see that. Yeah, just rub this metal back and forth, so I can have a spot where this line, this open line right here, is going to go into that shaft. I know where to put it. Okay. There it goes, out of the way. I don't know if you guys can see. Let's see if I can see myself in there. Okay, I think you guys can see it's right there. So there, it's off. Okay. All right, now next I got to get down there and okay, it looks like it wasn't recording. I can't tell. It's hard to tell if it was recording or not. It was on my head. I couldn't see the screen. So took that bolt off right there. Hold on, give me a minute. The problem is explaining this to you guys, and okay. Takes longer to do this job recording. Okay, so this bolt right here, you can see that. So this bolt here, I loosened it. I'm not sure if I got that. I had it on my head. And with this GoPro having, I was trying this GoPro on top of my head. The problem is I can't see what you're looking at. So anyways. Alright guys. So on this Dodge, you got to get this bolt out from that spot right there. You see down there? Okay, so the challenge is the one on the passenger side. So what I used was I used 18-inch, right? And I got the bolt. I took the bolts right here. Okay, so it's a challenge to do it with the camera on, and I can't tell with the headpiece on. So as you can see, that racket pinion's out right there, and this bolt, the tornillo goes right in there. And so for me to access it, I needed to loosen it first. And so what I used was this 18mm, and I got it. I accessed through here underneath, just like this, and I fished in the 18-inch, and I positioned it in its spot where I can get it. And it would, because of these hoses in the way, I just was able just to move it probably a couple inches this way as it was sitting like this, and I was able to move it and break that loose. After that point, my power tool, I believe it's a quarter, 3/8 is what it is. So the one I have is a 3/8. You might have a different one, but this is what I have, or I have the opening one. So what I did is I used an adapter, and this is a half. This is the 18 right here, and this has a swivel. So you want to try to use swivels if you're going to go from the top. You can access it from the bottom. I just didn't want to crawl in there, so I access from the top. I use an extension for the half, and then I use a 3/8 adapter, and then I added another 3/8. Where did it go? Oh, it's right here. It's on top of the car. So I put these together just just like this. That has a swivel on it too. So then I accessed it, after I broke it loose, I accessed it from the top, just like that. And I was able to reach the bolt from there. And then I use the power tool to loosen that bolt. So that was the challenge on that. Now, as you can see, it's loose. It's ready to come out. I'm gonna see if I can fish it out on the other side. Let me see if I can do it with you guys with me. The hoses are disconnected. We'll see. So it is a challenge with one hand. So let's see what is it hung up on. Get down here. Let's see. So it's hung up. You know what? I think it's still, it has to be in the firewall. Okay, that's disconnected. Oh, there goes my alarm. Okay, let's see. Pull this boot out. Give me a minute, guys. Shut this off. You guys, I'm not sure you guys can hear it, but that's my alarm to pick up my kids from school. So it looks like this was taken off at some point and that's broken. Okay, let's see if they'll come out that way. Getting caught up right there. So maybe if I turn it, give me a minute, guys. Okay, guys, I needed two hands, so it was in there just like that. This goes right into the firewall. So what I did is I laid it down, turn it like that. I couldn't grab it from the ends because it kept turning, so I just maneuvered it like that and I was able to slide it out. Problem is this bar here gets stuck because it's a tight spot. So lay it over as it's inside like that. As you can see, it's down like a tunnel. Lay it down. When you lay it down, that neck that goes to the steering column, it's gonna slide out right here, just like that, and it came right out. So the new one, I got to do the same thing. It's gonna go in like that. Otherwise, you're gonna have to lower. You're gonna have to drop this frame support to give it some room to get in there. I didn't want to do all that. I don't see no reason. If I could slide in there, that's fine. That's about it. All right. So that's it for the removal for the bracket pinion on the Dodge Journey. There you guys go. It was a little bit of a challenge. I think more of a challenge was the camera. That's it. And that one bolt on this passenger side to access that one. That's about it, guys. All right. I'm going to record the rest of it in a bit. I gotta go pick up my kids, so it'll either be today or another day, and I put it back in together, and go from there. All right, guys, thank you. Hey guys, back again with the Dodge Journey. Went and picked up this one that was bracket pinion from O'Reilly's. This ain't cheap, man. You guys replacing this. Here we go. I picked this up at the O'Reilly's here in Fresno. It's $470. Quart charge $90. Came out to $600. Plus bought a quart of power steering came out to $618. Okay, so I save money for the installation. So parts are expensive. I didn't want to order it and wait for it, so that's why I went this route. And ordered it from a local area here in Fresno. But anyways, there it is right there. I'm going to go ahead and install it and show you guys how I did that. All right, give me a minute. So there's the new one. So it doesn't come with the outer tie rods. So those I'm gonna have to install those and reuse the old ones. There's the old one. And so what I'm gonna do here, I'm gonna measure the thread for the tie rods. These are still in good condition. So I'm gonna count the threads, get them as close as possible before doing an alignment. And so count the threads here from the left and right side. Okay, so just showing you the new one. There's the brown. Going right in there. Alright guys, give me a minute. About 1/7/8. So from here to this line, the end of the thread, 1/7/8. So that's what we're going to do, 1 7/8 here. That's where that bolt's going to stop, that tie rod. So I went in and broke this loose. Used 2 open crescent wrenches. There's a slot here. You put that in there. And get that in there. Go ahead and lock it down on one side, once it's forward, and then we'll just go ahead and break that loose. After that, it'll come right out. And the bolt still hasn't moved. So still 1/7/8. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to measure the threads from this point to see if it's the same length as that one. And go from there. Alright. Give me a minute because I need 2 hands. See, this is marked. This is marked right here. This line is full. So see, match it up. Yeah, right there. So bring one here. See how I'm bolting. Very close. Take that one. Basically where it locks. So put that in here. Like that. You can see that one. See one here. Match that. So that's where the same side was. Okay, on this side, this is the side that was damaged in the accident. This shaft this shaft is bent. I don't know if you guys can see it, but look at the, put the tape measure next to it. There's a slight bend right here if you can see it. Also too, it looks like someone worked on this side, tried to adjust it, because on the other side it has the factory mark, that green line. This one's gone, and the size is different on this side. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get it close to that side, and then I'm going to let the alignment guy take care of that part. But this is going to get it closer, so I'm going to go off that measurement over there and put this outer tie rod. The boot's still good on the outer tie rod, so that should be good for now. Could replace it later if need to. It's got some cracking, but can always redo that again. All right, see you in a bit. The O-rings go on the line. So see those lines back there? Just gotta get one here. Shoot. One there, and then one right here. See, there you go. Both lines, both rings are on the lines. Okay, so that's what you need for that. Okay, get this racket pinion in. This shaft goes up towards the steering column. You guys can see the shaft goes up the steering column. So in order to get it back in its place, you gotta bring it in this way. Well, the shaft is laying down. Oh, shoot. Give me a minute. Don't take the seals off. I took the seal off and I hit it myself, so if the seal's on there, you take them off afterwards. So you got to bring it in. This side over there. There's the cat is right there, so gotta get behind that cat because this. So you're going to turn this way where the shaft is facing down at an angle. It's going. Okay, it's past the frame. There's a frame right here, so that shaft is in. So now you can turn it. It looks like it's caught up over there on the other side. So you got to turn it right side up towards the firewall, so that one shaft to get to the steering wheel. Okay guys, so it's lined up now. You can see the shafts up. There's behind the frame, there's a spot you can't see from that. It clears the firewall and the frame. There's a little slot right there. That's where you want to slide that shaft. You want to turn that shaft right at that point. So let's say it's my finger like this, and when you're going to go back about 1 inch past the frame, and then immediately there's going to be the firewall. What you want to do is turn it right before that point, because if not, you're going to hit the firewall and it's not going to allow you. The shaft's going to be hitting on the back of the firewall. So there's a space between the frame right behind her. I can't get a good picture of it, but it's about right here where my fingers are at. There's an area where you're able to move that shaft upwards like that and to slide it back instead of removing your frame here. Yeah, because otherwise you would have to unbolt the frame and loosen it so that you can get that shaft to position right. So instead of bolting that, you just, like I said, lay it down like this and bringing it right side up, right at that area where you get that shaft to pass that. But you see how the shaft sits very, very high. That shaft going this way, it would keep hitting here, but just snuck that in just like that, and then the lines are right where they need to be. So I'm gonna get a couple bolts started in, a loose fit. I'm not gonna tighten anything down yet. I'm just gonna get everything where it need to go, and then I'll proceed to tighten everything up. All right. Okay, you can see the bolt right there towards the back. So those are just started in. This is the passenger side, and then on the driver's side, it's the same thing. I just got them started in. They bolt right down to that to the frame. See, you can see the bolt right back down there. You can see it underneath the lines. It's right there. So I just started with my hands, get the bolt in there, and you can see it's kind of moving around, rack of pinion. All right, in a minute. Sorry guys, I need 2 hands to get those lines. They're in though. Okay guys, it's in. First put the bolts in, didn't tighten them until I got it where I want it, get the lines in, and then after that I tightened the main bolts. They're holding the rack of pinion, which are the ones on the frame, which are back there. Then I tightened these after tightening the lines, and then now next I gotta put in the steering column in, which is right here, which is that bolt down there. Let me see, it's kind of dark now. This weather's changing, so there's not a lot of sunlight. Okay, so I'm gonna put that shaft in right there, and then put the bolt on there and tighten that up. After that's done, on this you want to put your fluid in, top it off. So put your power steering fluid in, top it off. After that, turn on the vehicle, and then turn it left and right. So get all the fluid in, back and forth. Make sure that the car or truck is on, so the fluid doesn't get stuck and you'll get no air in the line, so you won't burn up your power steering pump. After that, bring it down, you should be good to go. All right guys, so I got that bolt in, and this clip was a little of a pain in the butt here. I put a rubber mallet to hold the other side down, so that boot stays tight to the firewall. I just jam that right in there to keep that from popping out. So allow me to put that clip in. After I got that clip in, I put the screw in, figure out where I wanted the steering wheel to be at, being straight, and then I put the bolt in. Now if for some reason the steering wheel is not straight as you're turning, you can bolt this and adjust that, but that's in there right now. So close that up. It's just insulation in here. Got my phone in there, some light, put the carpet back in. Yeah. And get the carpet back in place. Alright, I'll fix it later, guys. I need 2 hands to do that. So anyways, it's close. That's in. So what I was saying, I filled the fluid up, power steering fluid. So you top this off, which this one is topped off. And then you turn it left and right with the wheels up. Keep the wheels up. And what you're going to do, you're going to turn that on. You're going to go all the way to the passenger side. You're going to go all the way to the driver's side. Oh, you got to leave that open. You got to leave that lid open. Get the air out. So leave this lid open and do that. So all the way to driver's side, passenger side, driver's side, back and forth. So driver's side and passenger side, all the way to the driver's side. You want to get all that fluid all the way in. Get any air bubbles out. There should be bubbles coming. You want to do that. I'm not sure if this battery's low. I think this battery might need to jump it. Okay. Okay. Looks like I have a little bit of leak. I think I overfilled it. Looks like it ran down. Can wash that out afterwards, guys. Alright, so it looks like I overfilled it. So by doing that, the fluid is going back and forth. Keep doing it a couple more times. All the way. Okay. Let's see when more fluid came out. Yeah, it did. That's because I overfilled that. Slip the rag on. There's bubbles. You can see bubbles coming up on top there. I'll go ahead and wash it off afterwards. Any more fluid that's possibly pouring down there. Wash that up. This engine's dirty anyways. Needs a detail. Alright guys. Alright. Anyways, this is replacing the rocket pinion on the Dodge Journey, and it's a 2013. Alright guys, you guys have a good one. Thank you. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Bye.